Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Yaka Kodash, Babylon and Sidel and apostles of Great Stone. Shalom to the elect pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, with the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son. These so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that RFID microchip is the MOTB. The serpent juice is the precursor to the MOTB. Yahweh Shai, whom dwelling that they call Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment as written. And for those that don't believe that these things are going to take place, this is Romans 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? God forbid. Yea, let God be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy saying, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. And these are the times that we're in which prophecies are coming to pass left and right. Sometimes you don't even know which angle to take certain lessons from, because you have so much things transpiring. Whether I want to be the digital transformation, whether I want to be storms, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places, famines, the lack of jobs. The scripture may mention of the grinding shall cease. Whether I want to be the signs that are going to be in the heavens in these last days. You don't know which angle to take these videos from, You just have to pick. The Lord put you in a predicament right there. You just can't pick, choose, and refuse, So much things going on now. Brothers not supposed to even say them don't have a video, them don't have a topic. That means they're not watching, And as the scripture said in I want to say, I was going to go to Luke, but this came to my mind. 1 Thessalonians 1 verse 5. It's about of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travaileth upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. A majority of the earth population right now are in darkness, as is written in Isaiah. Let me get that and go back to that precept. Isaiah 60 verse 1. It read, Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And that's what's being seen upon the servants of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai right now, those that are out there stiffly for the names of Yahweh Shai, declaring the prophecies them, as is written, the Lord revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets. These things are transpiring now before your eyes, As the scripture said, the hour come when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. These things we are witnessing right now before our eyes. So back in 1 Thessalonians 5, I was at verse 4, says, But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief, because we are watching, we are measuring the time diligently, as it is written in 2 Ezra 9. Ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. And we are not of the night, We are of the day, meaning we are enlightened, due to the knowledge and understanding that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai have given unto us. We're enlightened, so we're not following after the ways of the world. We're not walking in darkness as the world is, in the house of mirth right now. We're in the house of mourning right now, yo. Hoping that we can be forgiven for our transgression against the Yahweh Shai. Verse 6, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith, and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation. So this is what's going on now. So much signs, yo.
Welcome back to Newsmaker Saturday. Thanks for being with us tonight. 26 years ago, the so-called Phoenix Lights captivated the nation. Chances are, when we say Phoenix Lights, you probably know what we're talking about. One of the biggest UFO sightings in the world.
On March 13th, 1997, while thousands of people were looking skyward purposely for a glimpse of the Hale-Bopp comet, they also caught a glimpse of either these V or delta or boomerang-shaped orbs.
One of those skeptics was Dr. Lynn Kitai.
I am a healthy skeptic, but I saw this up close and personal and captured 35mm photographs of it.
Kitai says there's even been new sightings. This is a CGI rendering of what one man recently saw flying over Prescott, a craft very similar to what people first reported seeing 17 years ago today. Dr. Kitai expects this year to be bigger than ever thanks to a New York Times article documenting a military program to study UFOs, making the Phoenix Lights more important than ever.
The Phoenix Lights are validated as something that could be otherworldly.
We were just talking about the Northern Lights that captured the attention of so many people across the Tri-State area last night, and many eyes will return to the skies again tonight. Astronomers say if you're lucky, you got to be lucky, you might catch a comet that hasn't been seen in tens of thousands of years.
A treat tonight for stargazers. Many people were able to get a glimpse of the comet known as T-Atlas for short. A viewer sent us this photo of it over Staten Island, and another viewer sent us this photo. This is footage of the comet known as C-2023-A3 on September 19th from a NASA astronaut.
From a rare sight in the sky last night to a bright comet nearing its closest point to Earth on October 12th.
And this comet comes from way past the orbits of Neptune and Pluto. It comes from a place called the Oort cloud, which is like a sphere where there's a whole bunch of comets out in the outer ranges of our solar system. This is like 2,000 up to 100 times or 100,000 times as far as where the Earth is from the sun. So they're way out in the outer solar system. Very, very, very old objects coming into the inner solar system near the sun and Earth for a visit.
This Saturday, you can get a once-in-a-lifetime look at a bright comet. Astronomers say it should be visible to the naked eye and won't zoom across the sky, but instead linger for a bit.
It's these rare moments that, change your lives. Things spent, tens of thousands of years getting here.
Why is this so rare?
Because our solar system is pretty cleared out.
Jackie Faraday is with the American Museum of Natural History.
You just don't know if you're ever going to see one because they have to have the right conditions to get the right amount of sunlight and be the right distance away from us.
We are at the peak of the kind of activity that leads to the auroras, and we just ultimately got lucky. So all you have to do is look west after sunset from about the 12th to the 20th of October, and you'll see what kind of looks like a fuzzy little ball. This one is probably the brightest of the 21st century that we've had a chance to see.
I've seen pictures of it, taken in other parts of the world already. It's beautiful. It's very, very nice. But the comet is like it hangs. It hangs in the night sky. It's just like floating there.
2024 has been full of cosmic reasons to look up. We put on our protective glasses to view a total solar eclipse. We were captivated by the Northern Lights more than once.
And a comet. Now we have a comet. If I get to see the comet, it's just one more this year, before the year is out, for celestial events.
March 13th, 1997, nearly 19 years ago.
While thousands of people were outside purposely looking at the sky for a glimpse of the Hale-Bopp comet, they also caught a glimpse of 1 to 2 mile wide, in some very credible reports, either orbs, giant balls of light that seemed to be attached to something in a mile-wide V formation, or actual craft.
They were called the Phoenix Lights and quickly became one of the largest mass UFO sightings of all time.
There were many events, starting at 3 p.m. in the afternoon and continuing all the way until 5:30 the next morning.
I was in Tucson, standing by my swimming pool, and this large shape came over my head.
March 13th, 1997. These fully lit orbs caught on home video just above the Phoenix skyline. Thousands have claimed to see them in person, but there's still no answer for what they were.
One of the people I talked to about this was former Governor Five Symington just a couple of years ago. He was a former Navy guy. He said, what I saw that night was definitely a craft. He said, and not of this world. He's saying, I don't know if it's something we're testing or what, but it was something that he had never, ever encountered before. He followed it.
I remember working weekends. I was anchoring Weekend Show, and the newsroom got inundated with phone calls, just inundated. And we're trying to cover this. We don't know what it is, but people are saying it was a spacecraft. It was something. We were visited.
Right.
When we thought everyone was just crazy, but then the more people you talked to, they said, no, I saw it with my own eyes.
As Symington said, it was not of this world, is how he put it, and that was kind of interesting.
Home video.
Look at them!
I got that one on video.
There's just 4 of them. Look, there's 3 of them all together.
Home video in which you can clearly see the mysterious lights just hovering in the sky.
Major sighting here.
While at first a mystery, investigations attributed the lights in the sky to a combination of planes and military flares, but Kitai doesn't believe it.
You're trying to say that flares, military illumination flares that traverse the entire state in a rock-solid, mile-wide V equidistant formation for hours?
You can see the range back there.
19 years later, Christian says he's still waiting for a logical explanation.
The video that I had, though, it's like I say, it's been around the world, and many people have seen it, and I thought by now somebody would have an answer to this thing, that nobody has come up with anything logical.
This is video of Air Force flares we shot a few years after the sightings.
Not one witness to the Phoenix Lights, or the true unknowns, described any of those characteristics.
It always pops up every once in a while. Just when you think it's gone, it comes back.
This was literally and figuratively right outside our bedroom window. We're pretty high on a mountain, and it was right outside our bedroom window, a little lower than us, were 3 amber orbs in a pyramid formation, one on top and 2 closely aligned underneath. And it was not only mesmerizing, but it was mind-boggling, because what was that? And I tried to take everything in mentally, because you don't know how long it's going to last. The size, the shape, the color, they were about 3 to 6 feet each, depending on how close they were. They were oval shaped, which is interesting now that the Nimitz Navy pilots have come forward with the Tic Tac videos, and they talk about oval-shaped UFOs. And there was an amber color throughout, and I call them an orb because the light did not extend outside the edge. It was self-contained. And as we both stood there in awe, the top orb started to shrink very, very slowly, mechanically, as if there was an intelligence behind it. Councilwoman Frances Barwood, who was the only elected official who came forward to ask for a reenactment, which happened 3 years after the mass sighting. 3 Air National Guards tried to reenact the Phoenix Lights and failed. And also we have this one wonderful doctor who also, an MD, who also stayed anonymous for 21 years.
Yeah, the first time that we're going to hear from him about his experience.
Absolutely. He was with his family coming up from Tucson to Phoenix, and it was right over their car for some time. And the amazing thing, too, is that the DOD just came forward in December. A New York Times article divulged that Harry Reid actually requested a study. They are studying it now at the Pentagon, and it was funded $22 million. Every conventional aircraft, balloons, Chinese lanterns, flares, even skydivers with lights. We stayed in contact up until and including March 13th, when thousands of people, for anybody that doesn't know about the mass sighting out there, were outside purposely looking up at the sky.
So I'm going to close on this note. This is Luke 21 verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the seas and the waves roaring, men's heart failing them for the fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the power of heaven shall be shaken. And we're heading into these times though. And the chariots is going to be one of these things that I must see when the missiles are going to be dropped on America. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the cloud with power and great glory. So all who believe that these things that we're out there saying are myth and fairy tales, you know, what they at work, me or somebody call it one different name. A man call it Duffy story, you know. Don't believe. Just watch, eh? Because we're in them times in which Yahweh Shimei Shai is going to bring his words that he have foretold to pass. Verse 28, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your head, for your redemption draweth nigh. So with that, I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Kodash, Shalom.